कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में इतना सा फर्क है, एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन की कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, ना नकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन ही नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all our dear friends, families, and potential business buyers. The Franchise India teams welcome all of you to our Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. This is a 45-minute session where first we'll take a correct and the complete understanding about the brand, and then we'll move towards the panel discussion. Just allow me 1 minute. I am facing some problems sharing the screen. So today we are representing the brand itrack, and we have invited Mr. Shivam, who's the CEO and founder of this great brand. Along with him, we have also invited Mr. Uday as well as Sridhar. Both will be joining him to talk about the different kind of the model and the business opportunity they have got for you. We also welcome founder Franwork, Sonia ma'am. She will be leading the panel discussion with Shivam sir. So thank you so much, Shivam sir, for joining in today. May we request to have a presentation from your side so that all our investors will understand the business model from your side. So you are on mute.
Hi, very good morning, rather good afternoon now. Yeah, thank you for giving this opportunity, and I welcome all the prospective franchisees to be here. So I would like to explain you about itrack, what we are doing in itrack or in the education space or the e-learning space, which is a hot thing right now, and how our platform and our offerings are helping the students in higher education and also the working professionals. So let me start with our presentation. Just give me a sec. So hope my screen is visible now.
It's yes.
Right. So the first important part is itrack brings the biggest differentiator into this particular space of higher education, which is the industry academia collaboration. The biggest part of this whole higher education market, whether you look at the working professionals, whether you look at the students in the colleges, the biggest missing factor is how the industry gets associated with this entire thing. So what we have done is we have brought industry and academia together. So we call it industry academia collaborative approach to higher education and beyond. Now we have also coined the term CFS, part of it. So just to give you an idea about what this higher education is all about, so I'll move on to my next slide. So if you look at globally, this is almost a $2 trillion industry, higher education, wherein the degrees alone in India, if you look at the higher education market, is almost at $35 billion. That means almost 2 lakh crore is the market size when we talk about the higher education. And that is why you see all these big players and the big investments happening, whether you look at Byju's, whether you look at Unacademy or Upgrads or any of these organizations. That is the biggest thing, because the pie is very, very huge, and there is a huge scope for multiple players to get in, to market, reach out to the large audience. So just to give you a little idea about the Indian higher education system, we have close to 4 crore youth in the higher education, which is a very, very big area. There are close to 40,000 colleges, and if you look at universities, so totally about 40,500 or something. That is the number of colleges in India, and where you have the students doing graduation and post-graduation. Now, the new education policy of Government of India has also given a very strong impetus to this particular area. What government is saying, that this particular segment, which is right now at 26%, will grow to 50%. So you can imagine in next 5 years to 7 years, by 2030, we will have close to 6 to 7 crore youth into the higher education. And plus, if we look at the people who are working professionals, there is a market of roughly about 9 crore youth in our country, in India alone, if we leave out the outside India market. These are all the research from KPMGs and other things, what I am just showing it to you. In last few years, this particular segment has grown by almost 40% cumulative growth. This is how it has been growing. Now, some of the recent regulatory developments in India, like 100 universities are already permitted to offer online degrees. There are various programs government has launched where people need not drop out from their education. Like earlier, what used to happen, that when a student joins a graduation and he, for any reason, does not complete the first year or second year, they don't get the chance to complete the complete education. Now, what government has done is that after first year, if you drop, you get a diploma. After second year, you can get advanced diploma, and you can come later on and do the final year, and you get the complete degree of your course. So 3-year program or 4-year program. So like this, there are multiple interesting things what government has done for the new education policy. Moving on further on to this particular thing, you would have all heard about the way K-12 is growing in our country. Because K-12, when you look at the schools from primary school to the secondary school and the higher education school, so there are a lot of students in that particular area, roughly about 1.2 million. And when you involve the higher education and the lifelong learning की जब हम बात करते हैं, तो it is basically the people who have started their career. There are people who are unemployed or underemployed. Graduation हो गया है, मगर they have not got the jobs, or they have got the jobs, but they are not very satisfied with those jobs. So this is what we talk about, the underemployed youth or the unemployed youth, and the lifelong learning plays a very, very important part in their life. Apart from that, the people who are satisfied with their job, but they want to grow further. तो मैंने एक कंपनी में ज्वाइन कर लिया, आई एम वर्किंग फॉर TCS और Wipro और Infosys और some big company, and I want to further grow. आज मैं प्रोग्रामर हूँ, कल मैं डेटा साइंटिस्ट बनना चाहता हूँ, or something like that. So how do you grow further? So this is the second very, very important part of the higher education area. I would maybe we can discuss this further on how the market is growing, how big the opportunity is. So if you look at this particular area where we are talking of, this is the total addressable size what the government is looking at. It is right now in 2020, but the way it is growing, as I showed you, almost at 40%. And with new education policy, it will grow much faster, the higher education segment in our country. Now, just to bring what COVID has done to the higher education. We all know that colleges are empty or the classrooms are gone vacant. This is the thing, what higher education, जो हम लोग expect कर रहे थे, which will happen after 3 years or 4 years of the online learning or e-learning, COVID has brought it earlier. पहले क्या था, there were colleges और government ने भी ये चीज कर दी थी कि there has to be some part of your learning which has to happen online. But because of COVID, ये सारी चीजें preponed हो गई. जो 3 साल बाद में आना था वो अभी आ गया है. Colleges have adopted higher education, this thing online learning very fast. सारी teachers जो कभी computer भी नहीं छूते थे, they have started using computers. And we are surprised that there are students in agriculture universities using our platform. Apart from IT student, IT के तो हम लोग सोचते ही थे they will do it. IT, mechanical और higher education में जो बच्चे हैं और college teachers हैं, but there are teachers who are almost at their what you call retirement age. They have adopted online learning very well. So this is what the adoption. COVID has been a boon to our industry, or it has been a very big impetus to our industry because it has added a lot of online learning interest among various segments. So what are the value proposition when I talk about itrack? What are the value proposition we bring in? As I have touched upon 3 parts, one is the how to make a college a digital campus. Because जब तक के college online learning के लिए ready नहीं है, that is the first part, that is one area. Second area is how can students or the working professionals be trained on the industry aligned courses. That is the second part. And third area is what after graduation. Yeah, what after once your life has started. So these are the 3 major areas. We cover the 360 degree in the higher education. So digital campus college को बनाने के लिए we offer our e-learning platform, which we can give it to colleges where they can conduct their virtual classes. तो हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर there is a segment which is like Zoom or what we are using right now, Zoom or Google Meet or something. So they can use within itrack the virtual classes, complete assessments where video assessments happen. Students, if he shifts his face by a particular degree, the system stops. So all these advanced systems, assessments, attendance into different type, how many times a student has entered, how many times he has logged out of the system. So complete attendance part, interactive videos. When I say interactive video, let us say teacher ने एक video students को दिया कि भाई आप इसको पढ़ के आइएगा, and to understand whether they have learned it or not or they have grabbed the information, video के अंदर teacher can embed questions. So it is as good as teacher training, and if a student does not complete a particular portion, video will not go further. तो अगर आप आंसर ठीक से नहीं देते हैं तो जनरली क्या करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, आपने देखा होगा ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में दे जस्ट एंटर इन द क्लास एंड देन दे आर डूइंग देयर ओन थिंग्स. बट इन दिस इंटरैक्टिव लर्निंग व्हाट हैपेंस दैट द वीडियो के अंदर में क्वेश्चंस हैं, यू हैव टू क्रॉस अ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, गिव द आंसर एंड मूव फॉरवर्ड. Now this gives a very strong information or analytics to the teacher also कि कितने बच्चे किस particular part में वीडियो के stuck हो गए थे और क्या चीज वो नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं. So they can improvise on those things. Then what we have done is for the IT students, just IT students, though itrack is for all the branches and all the education, whether as I told you, चाहे agriculture university के लोग हैं, commerce के हैं, management के हैं, they can all use. But for IT students, we have brought labs also on the cloud. जैसे आपने Whitehead Junior के नाम सुना होगा for schools, we have brought all programming labs on the cloud. And then there are a lot of engagement like discussion forums, communities, chats. So everything happened within itrack. That is the reason that we are growing so fast that within last 1 year, we have added more than 40 universities and colleges in India alone, and over 50,000 students have joined itrack. So that is the digital campus or making a college online learning ready. Any college, whether it is commerce college, arts college, science college, or engineering college, we can, or even medical college. So this is the digital learning part. The second area, as I was telling you, कि हम लोग कैसे इन students को और working professionals को industry के लिए ready कर सकते हैं. So there are 2 aspects to it, degrees and certification program. So we have already partnered for certification में IBM, Hitachi, Pact is a very big company from UK, Micro Focus again from UK, GICT Singapore, जिनके course even NUS University जो सिंगापुर की one of the best universities है, rather best university है, वहाँ पे भी run होते हैं. So these are the companies we have already partnered. Their content is available on itrack and most of the content is exclusive. Like Hitachi के साथ we are almost exclusive in India. Micro Focus के we are the largest partners. GICT we are the only people partnering in India. So इसमें हमने certifications को लेके आए हैं. Degree में we have partnered with Veritas University Malaysia, BAC Singapore. MIT University will be launching all their degree program through our platform so that we can take it to the students. They can join through our platform. There are multiple benefits. They get a lot more discounts if they do university ki degree या कोई भी चीज they join from itrack. So that's how we are making youth, whether they are working professionals, underemployed, unemployed youth, or students who are in the degree or in diploma, उनको ready करने के लिए industry के लिए how we are working on. और तीसरा part, we don't leave them after their education. ज्यादातर पोर्टल्स और ज्यादातर प्लेटफॉर्म्स में क्या है, या तो वो लोग ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म दे देंगे कॉलेज को, या वो कोर्सेज प्रोवाइड करेंगे to upgrade or upskill the person, and that's it. What we have done is we are bringing jobs and internship. We already have few thousand jobs and internships on our platform. So students or the working professionals are not left over there. They complete they can apply for jobs and internship. And not only that, they also can go for higher education. So जैसे कि हमारे platform से किसी ने graduation किया, engineering किया, and then they want to join MBA, so through our platform they can join. We are also starting study abroad program. तो जो students India के बाहर जाना चाहते हैं, so we are partnering with lot of universities globally and bringing their programs. So जो student physically online internationally जाना चाहते हैं, so we bring those things also. So that's how we say that 360-degree coverage for higher education. So this is the biggest USP of our platform, that end-to-end support for the learner. So this is what we talk about. Now, just to give you little screenshots of itrack, just to give you how it looks like. So if you go on itrack, the website of itrack, there are student dashboard. इस तरह से student को अपना dashboard दिखता है, जहाँ पे student can see कि भाई उसका अगर period over हो रहा है, कितने projects वो कर रहा है, या क्या-क्या internships के लिए उसने apply किया है, उसके announcements क्या आ रहे हैं, trending projects, applied jobs, everything. Here is his learning का analytics वगैरह आता है. Left side में he can just jump around कि coding अगर करनी है, उसे learning करनी है, industry की कोई चीज करनी है. So this is how they can go through. There are other things. I have just gone down in the thing. There is a calendar of the student. कौन सी classes वो कर रहा है, कौन सी वो miss out कर रहा है, all these things. Then there are courses जो हमारे partner universities के साथ हैं, colleges के साथ हैं. Students can apply for that. This is how his jobs and internship dashboard looks like. यहाँ पे he can look at, and then this is how the industry's job status. Industry देख सकती है कितने बच्चों को offer किया है, किसको reject किया है. All those things they can see on their dashboards. We can get into more detail if you want to go through. These are some of our partners, like Pune University is using itrack, which is a government university. Hindustan in South India, UPS in North, ISET Group, which is in tier 2 cities. So they are using Deshpande. We have GLA University, Presidency University. There was slight issue in my internet. Hope I am audible, or
Audible, sir? You're audible.
Now we can hear you, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, fine. So these are some of our content partners. As I was saying, that we have IBM or Hitachi or Pact Publishing, ZB again, a Dutch company. We are also partners with NASCOM. So there are a lot of partners we have. Just to give you background about our organization, we started about 6 years back now. And I'm sure you must be knowing about Skill India initiative of Government of India, which is the largest initiative globally, comes under Ministry of Skill and NSDC. The target of NSDC is to skill about 15 crore youth all across India. The entire NSDC's Skill India platform and Apprenticeship India platform is through our technology. We provide the technology. So we have been a very strong technology company. And so more than 50,000 training centers all across India, 70,000 employers, and more than 2 crore youth have been benefited using our platforms, which is powering the Skill India portals and the Apprenticeship India. So skillindia.gov.in or apprenticeshipindia.org. So we, along with IBM, has created this entire platform, which would be helping ultimately 15 crore youth from end to end. So this is what our background is, being a technology company, being partners with IBM, with Hitachi, with various other large organizations, global organization, whom we have brought India or working with them in India, growing very fast with over 40 universities in just about 1 year since the time itrack has been relaunched or launched into the Indian market. So maybe I will take up questions. I'm seeing there are a few questions which have come up. I'll take up at the end, or you want me to take up the questions in between?
We will take all.
So we'll take all the queries in the end.
And okay.
We'll invite Sonia ma'am to take all the queries during panel discussion, sir.
Got it. Got it. Right. Hope I am not going too fast or something.
It's perfect, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the thing is, just to give you the idea about colleges in India, just coming back. So I have explained you about our organization, about the platform, what it is doing, about the higher education landscape, how the higher education is growing in our country. When we say higher education, it is not just colleges, but also the working professionals. So just to give you an idea about the colleges in India, as I told you, there are more than 40,000 colleges. If you look at here, these many colleges are there. If you look at central government colleges, affiliated colleges, constituent universities, PG and other thing recognized and all this, then the local bodies, private aided, private unaided, state government, universities and others. So if you look at affiliated alone, is about 41,000 colleges in India. University colleges are about that. Then these, so there are close to 45,000 colleges and roughly about 900 universities in India, out of which 700 odd are technical universities, which are having technical college things and other. And there are another 200 universities, which include Ayurvedic, Sanskrit, and all other things. So there are more than 900 universities in India also. Now, if I divide the colleges by zone, if you look at South, almost 30% colleges are in South. North is the biggest area where we have 33%, 34 rather percent colleges in the North zone. West, again, 24%. East has a little lesser number, about 13% colleges in the east of India. Now, if we look at private unaided colleges, 60%, almost 61% colleges are private and unaided. Now, this is the biggest market because there is where the students who pay good fees and they are part of that. Universities again, then there are state government colleges which are close to 11% state government colleges. Now, so that's what I was saying, that in rural area and the urban area, these are the number of colleges. 38% colleges are in the urban area in India, or I would say semi-urban, just outside the cities or in the main cities. These are the colleges. Now, how do we plan to expand through the franchise network, or rather, why we have decided that we have to go through a franchise network? There are two major reasons for that. One, India is a huge market, and for any one company to expand is very difficult. And the best thing is, if we distribute the wealth, if we distribute our knowledge among our partners, and we can all grow together as a family, that is the idea. That's how we grow overall. And with the expertise or with the experience and the knowledge and the local knowledge of the partner in a particular area, which will help in, because the college business or the upskilling business is not trust dependent business. That is one part. And second is getting into the large partnerships. Like if I go and partner with IBM, and if anybody else goes and wants to show IBM as the partner, it's a tough thing. So we said that let us partner, create a huge family all across India, where the partners who are available in tier 2 cities or those who want to grow that particular region, how we can work together with them. So with these things in mind, we have thought of going with the franchise expansion. And I think we are among the very few edtech companies, education technology companies, that which is going with this particular route. Other companies depend on VC funding and just burn cashes and goes for losses for years together. So we are planning to go with this particular thing, but we are also going for the funding route. We are also a funded company, and we are also raising major funding this year as well. Now, if you look at this thing, we are targeting to have at least about 50 partners in the next 1 year. In next few years, we expect that we will have about 200 partners all across India. Why we have taken this many number? We want that every partner should have close to 200 or 250 colleges in their radar, so that they can grow in a very strong manner and they don't spend too much of money. You also have an opportunity to become a master franchise partner, so that you can get into a much bigger role as well. But if you want to focus in your region, let us say 200 kilometers or 100 kilometers around your region, and if you look at what we have done the research, and we have found in India, every cluster has say 200 colleges. So that's how we have divided this particular model. If you look at, let us say you have to sign up with about 50 colleges in 5 years. So roughly 10 colleges every year. And we say that the first year you look at just about 6 colleges, second year 10, third year 10, fourth year also 10, and the fifth year you plan to get 14 colleges, which is very, very doable thing, what we expect. Because every second month, 2 months, one college is not a big difficult task for a partner, but ultimately it is absolutely on your appetite, on your vision and your speed, how you want to grow. Instead of first year mein 6, you can do 20 colleges in first year also. And that way we both grow together much faster in that particular thing. So if we say that we have some colleges which are having 4-year program, like engineering colleges, there are graduation colleges, then there are 2-year MBA and MCA colleges, and there could be some short-term programs you want to launch, and this can be the division of your thing. So you say, okay, 30% of my total 6 colleges, 30% I want to bring engineering colleges. So just 2 engineering college in a year, which is very, very doable thing. 2 college of graduation, commerce or arts, 1 college of 2 years, let us say MBA college or something. This is how you can grow. If you grow with this particular number, you can, and if we charge just 600 rupees per student for itrack, the learning platform, the whole college gets onto itrack, just at 50 rupees per student per month, which is a very, very low price for the students. So this is what 24 lakh is the revenue we can look at. Then there are different courses we would like to bring in the phase 1. Let us say applied data science. This is a program which was running in University of San Francisco and Ireland. We have brought it in India. Already multiple universities have signed for this program. So let us say 25,000 का Hitachi के साथ program है, IBM का program है, artificial intelligence, cyber security, we can take up this thing. फिर IBM and NESCOM certified program है business analytics में, micro focus का program है. ESDP I will explain little later. So these are the programs if you look at, and if you look at, let us say 4,000 student, ये वाले जो आपके college थे, so you look at, if you look first year में, you can target about 4,000 students to come on itrack. So college हो गए आपके digital campuses, you have brought 4,000 students, just 10% of the students have converted into these courses, let's say. So मान लीजिए 100 बच्चों ने Hitachi का program ले लिया, 200 बच्चों ने IBM का ले लिया, or whatever you have taken that thing, paying a fees of on an average about 29,000. So you get we get total 1.22 crores is the revenue. So if you look at this particular way, within just about 10 months, your return on investment comes in, and then you will be growing at this particular percentage. If you look at 365% in the second year, cumulative growth of yours. And if you look at 260, 370, 448%, and 500%. I doubt how many businesses can offer such growth in this. And this is the time when we have to take the advantage of the market sentiments of COVID or whatever. A lot of businesses have suffered, but this is the business which is going grow very strong and which is going to grow very, very fast in this particular time. Now, these are the type of partners we are looking at. If the person has some knowledge of IT, they have been supplying things to colleges, they have some relationship with the colleges, or you are running a coaching institute or a training organization institute, may or may not be doing great right now, but you have understanding of how to deal with the students, how to work out with the colleges. You have worked with admin managers or yourself being an admin manager in a college. You have been a placement in charge. So this is what we are looking at, this thing. You are a high net worth individual, how you want to grow in this particular thing. And then the operational set is what we are looking at. These are some of the areas we are looking at. We can discuss this in more detail, why we are looking at these type of background. And if you don't have these type of background, but you are very excited and you have very strong confidence that you can grow in this particular area, we'll have a personal discussion. We will understand each other. Though there will be complete support. I'll come on to the next slide, how we are going to support. I have brought two of my colleagues also into this call, who heads, like Uday heads the entire India. He is the vice president for operation of the sales for India. Sridhar is based in South India, and he's the general manager in India with us. So these are some of my senior colleagues, and there is a huge team of our team members who would be supporting each franchise partner. A little bit about the master franchise. What we have said that if you think you can handle bigger operations, you have a deeper connect into the market, you can bring a lot more partners under yourself. We are very keen to make master franchisees all across India, like 4 master franchise of 5, north, south, east, west. That's what we are looking at. So this was the master franchise part, where you will also get a share from the per partner under you coming in. So it is much faster growth for the master franchise. Now, key support from our side, as I was telling you, our platform, which is an artificial intelligence powered platform, first of its kind platform, which has all the features which I listed earlier. That is the reason it is growing so fast. I added 40 colleges and universities, more than 3,000 faculties and 40,000 students. We have thousands of jobs and internships on the platform, programmings of the labs on the cloud. So these are some of the things, courses to grow the person, mentor program. So there are multiple things. We have also launched recently Earn While You Learn program for the students. We are all regularly partnering with larger organizations. As I have shown, we are already partners with IBM or Hitachi or with the PACT or Micro Focus. We are also bringing a lot more partners for different courses. MIT is the new partner we have got, Veritas in Malaysia. We are also bringing international universities to offer their programs over here. So these are some of the things. We have also recently launched a program, which is a ESDP, which is a 100% job guarantee program. So this we will only, the students can only get into this program after passing an assessment. So all the colleges where you have good relation, where they take itrack as the platform, their students, we will give a ESDP program. The best students who qualify, we give 100% job guarantee. 4 lakh plus is the package which we expect that students would be getting. And we are also launching a complete free program for ESDP. What the idea is that we would be charging the first year of their CTC, because we are so confident of getting them job. So whatever the salary they will be getting, after they get the salary, they will pay us. So it will be a complete free training, our responsibility to get them jobs into the market, but their entrance into our program only through an assessment. So this is the ESDP program. So this brings end of this presentation.
Thank you so
So
much.
I've covered a lot of things. Hope it was not too fast or anything. Yeah.
No, we did. Shivamji, I think before I take up to the questions and answers session, I will request if we can talk a little bit on the investment. I think we missed on the investment area which is required, and if that can also be explained to our
Yeah.
investor.
So the idea is that we are talking of about 10 lakh rupees as the franchise fee for the franchisees, and that's what I was showing, that the revenue you can get about 1 crore 40 lakhs is the revenue we can make, and about 11 months as the return on investment is the thing. Master franchise, we are looking at 1 CR, but only 50 lakh is the this thing, and the balance 50 lakhs would be through the partners, what they would be making as the share from there. That is the thought of starting our partnerships.
Sure. And I'll take a little bit deep dive into the investment side also. So friends, just to reiterate, EdTech today, like we even heard from Mr. Shivam, has redefined how education is resourced and also being consumed. And blended learning, personalized education is the only way quality education will be consumed globally. And itrack is a career-linked higher education for students and also professionals who want to hone their skills for better career prospects. And so company would onboard college and also students to provide them these solutions, and their program would range from 1 year to about 4 odd years. And we also saw the projections year on year, starting with 6 colleges in the first year with 4,000 odd students, and then going year on year increasing, where we have taken an average of 10% conversion for even specialized courses, which is typically 25 to 35,000 odd of fee which any course would need. So Shivamji, I'd like to maybe understand a little bit on the investment further. Now on this 10 lakhs, what is the breakup of the investment? Is there some kind of infrastructure which a franchise partner would need? How does he operate? Would he operate out of home? So would you want to elaborate on the investment breakup and the infrastructure requirements?
Yeah, see, so the idea is that 10 lakh is the upfront amount what they pay to us to get all these things. They need a small office, roughly about 300 to 400 square feet of the place. That's what we expect. At a good location, it could be in tier 1, tier 2 cities, where if the students or their parents or other people want to come and meet up, that is the thing, a decent looking office. We would be providing the branding, how the branding should be in that office. The partner has to take the prints and put it across all their centers, and that's it. They would require 2 people along with them. If the partner himself is very keen to go and do the marketing, that is great, but otherwise they have to employ 2 people. We expect 1 person to be front ending the sales and other thing, and second person to support the first person, because we don't want that just they bring the sales in. It has to be a relationship maintained with the college, with the students and other thing, because we are looking at it as a long-term business. It is not that just for few years we are doing. So, and every year the business grow further, because see, we have our program which are integrated programs. So let us say artificial intelligence program, we have sold it to a college and the first year students have joined in. Now second year, the first year student have gone to the year 2 and new students have come in the first year. So our partner does not have to sell again and again, but the numbers will keep on growing for him. So they will get the percentage of the revenue year on year. So third year, what will happen? The first year, second year, and third year students, and the fourth year. So that's how the business grows. So it is very important to maintain a relationship with the educational institutions and things. So that's what we want. We expect that the owner or the main partner, along with him, at least 2 people, one as the senior salesperson and one a junior operations and sales person type.
Sure. So it should, so what I'm assuming, and I understand, so 10 lakhs is the franchise fees, right?
Yes,
so 10 lakhs
yes.
is the franchise fees.
Yeah.
Apart from that 10 lakhs of franchise fees, the partner is also expected to invest in the infrastructure, which is basic interiors and branding, which is required. And this particular space is basically be utilized as a, I would say, a center where meetings can happen. We can have maybe prospective colleges who could come and meet, and we can even showcase to them. Now, how much would be the investment, Shivamji, apart from the 10 lakhs that we've talked about? So when we talk about the infrastructure development of that office, how much of that investment you anticipate we need?
Yeah. My expectation is roughly about 2 lakhs of that particular thing, the investment in interiors or whatever in the office, a air-conditioned decent office, and then the rent. So see, a 300-400 square feet of space should not be about 15,000-20,000 rupees as the rent. So in a year, if we look at, so that is about 2 lakh rupees as the rent of the place.
We lost you in between, Mr. Shivam.
Yeah. I think now I'm back. Yeah.
Yes.
So the thing is that roughly about 1 lakh rupees as the salary of a senior person. Now it all depends. In smaller cities, you get much lesser, 50,000 to 70,000. I have seen some larger cities, maybe about 1 lakh rupees or something can be the salary cost. So that is what the expectation is. So at the end of the first year, our expectation is about 12 to 14 lakhs would be the expenditure on the higher side total. Yeah.
Sure. And that's right. We don't need a premium location, but I feel we need to be in and around the neighborhood where we have good cluster of colleges maybe around, and that
a decent location where there is some walk-ins or something like that. People can come and park or whatever the ways are.
And I also see some questions coming in, and I like to also pick up some of these questions. And before I do that, Mr. Shivan, I like to even request if you can advise, because you're already present in many cities. So are there any locations that you're looking at on a priority? Are we looking at soliciting interest from any part of the country? So any priority locations? And I would also like to understand, are we looking at separate territories for an area franchisee? Because considering you already have your presence in some regions and maybe cities, and these locations might not need a area franchisee. So would you want to segregate the locations for an area franchisee and for a unit partner?
We are looking at opening all across India, not any particular location, because our team would work with franchisees. We don't want to have our team also doing the same thing. So we would be passing our leads or whatever of that particular region. Whatever leads come to us, those will be all passed to the franchise partner. Some of the important areas what we have thought of in the phase one are the areas where there is a very strong cluster of colleges. Let us say in and around Jaipur area. If you look at that area, if you look at Ahmedabad, again, that is a strong area. Pune is a strong area. NCR region is again an important part, what we have seen. Then Bangalore South, outside the Bangalore outside. So if you look at Bangalore alone, there are 100+ colleges. So these are some of the areas which we have thought, like again Chennai or in the South India, where from Chennai you can cover a huge part. So these are some of the places where we are looking at.
True. And we've seen a lot of activities, which requires obviously onboarding of college and the students. And second, I also saw collaboration with some of the names and the specialized courses being offered. So what becomes a part of, the franchisee role, and where is the responsibility with the parent company? We even talked about jobs here. So, how do we segregate the core responsibility for a franchise partner and that of you as a parent?
Yeah. So franchise partner would be doing two things. One is they will be going and giving our itrack platforms to the colleges. That is the first part. Now, this is the making colleges digital or making e-learning in the colleges, virtual learning. So itrack is a world-class software. We can compare it with any software globally. So as I have given some of the slides and other things, the screenshots. So that is, and the price points, we have been very aggressive on the price point, just keeping 50 rupees per student per month type of a thing, where they can upload all their curriculum. They can have their college classes, virtual classes, assessments, for IT student labs on the cloud and various other things. So that is the one part. The second part are the courses, what the franchise will take to the colleges. So those courses are with all our partner courses, which we regularly bring. We will train our franchisees how they have to talk, what should be their sales pitch, what would be their email pitch, how they are going to give presentations. If they want some of our person to be part of that particular presentation, virtually somebody can join along with them for initial few of the presentations and other things. So those things would be the support. One more area I would add for the working professionals or the people who have passed out. Let us say they want to study abroad, because we are bringing that particular thing also, or for higher education. Let us say in their area, there are students who want to go outside India. They have completed their graduation. So we are bringing reputed universities and the complete process of international this thing. So that is the third area. They can work with people who have graduated.
Sure. And Shivamji, how about location, because every city, like we were talking, have clusters where these colleges exist. How do we define the geography for a partner? Is it segregated based on
Yes.
some opportunity that we see in that zone? Does he get the entire city to operate? How do we segregate the territory?
Exactly. They get that entire cluster to operate from with about 200 colleges. So what the idea is 200 to 250 colleges. So we define, so let us say a partner come and he says that I want to be in NCR region. Now NCR region has about 400 colleges, let us say. So we have to talk to him, NCR region towards Noida and all this area, or towards the Gurgaon and this area. So we have to discuss. So then we will classify that these area, this particular part is with this partner and this is with the other partner.
Sure. So it would mean that a city which has about 400 such colleges, we will not have more than 2 partners operating in that.
Yes. See, first year we want to have less partners and see if we are at what we have our vision, and if the partner is also growing well. Instead of making 200 partners, we would be happy to make 20 partners. If they can manage the entire country and get the enough business for all of us, that is fine. It all depends on the appetite of the partners, how fast they want to grow.
Sure, that's very helpful. And I'll quickly pick some questions now. I have a question from Mr. Krishna Kumar. He's asking, where are the current centers located? Maybe we can mention some cities where we are, or maybe cities where we have a big cluster already.
Yeah, so if you look at in the Bhopal, Scope College in Bhopal, ISET group, the entire group we have signed up. They have 5 universities and the college. So their college is in Bilaspur in Bihar, in multiple locations like Rabindranath Tagore University and this thing C.V. Raman University. So they are in the tier 2 cities in east of India, or rather if you look at Madhya Pradesh and in Jharkhand and Bihar region, that is where they operate in. We have the universities like Hindustan University in South India in Chennai. We have University of Petroleum in Dehradun, which uses our labs and other things. GLA students are doing projects on our platform and they're using itrack. On GLA is in Mathura. So like this, we have different locations, and every day there are universities signing up. Like Sage University again is there in Bhopal, which is on itrack, which uses it. ICFI has signed up on the platform. So there are multiple different universities. We will share the list of all the university partners, reference things and all this.
And a question on the fee structure. Do we have a different structure for tier 1 and a different structure for tier 2 city?
This is a very good question, which did not strike to us earlier. I was reading it earlier through the questions. So see, when we partner with these large organizations, global companies like IBM or Hitachi's or all, so they consider India as India. So they don't have, because they are like these MNCs, they don't have the concept of tier 2 cities or tier 1 cities. So, but yes, we can definitely go back, talk to the, because we have a major relation with these companies, and see if we can get some discounted pricing for the tier 2 cities or something like that. Though right now it is not there. It is the same price all across India. And only thing is for some of the university degree programs. So whatever percentage we get, let us say, so let us say there is a university which is ready to share 20% of the fees with us. So we want to pass it to the student as much as possible, along with the discussion with the partner. So let us say, I say that there is a degree program for 2 lakh rupees and we are going to get 40,000 rupees, let us say. So out of this 40,000, we would like to pass 20,000 to the student as the discount. So they get the benefit of going through us. And then we have the share with the partner, whatever is the share.
And is the job 100% responsibility with you, or
Yes.
is there any
No,
participation from
it
the
will be
franchisee?
completely with us. We would be working. So that particular area, the jobs and internships and all would be our responsibility, though we don't commit job for all the programs, for all the students. Definitely the best students, we are looking for helping them. Our employability skill development program, ESDP program, it is a 100% job guarantee program. Apart from that, most of the programs, what we have done, students almost 90% plus have been the placement things till now. Because these brands like IBM, artificial intelligence, when you say, so all the hiring employer companies know what would be the subjects, what the students would be ready with. So they are already ready with the job offers with these students. Rather, just to add, we are trying to work, can we help students get better offers? Let us say as a standard, they get 3 lakh rupees offer. Can we get him at 4 lakh rupees? Can we get him a 380 or something like that? So what is the USP we can bring? So we are working through our team in those areas.
Okay, we have Ms. Swati Verma. She's saying, are there any other payments apart from the one which is 10 lakhs, which is mentioned to be made to itrack?
Nothing else, nothing else. No other.
And great. And I have a question from Mr. Ravi Chandran Krishnamurthy. He's saying, does the company also support in terms of any leads for colleges in the city of the partner?
Absolutely, absolutely. So what we would be doing, very strong social media. We are already there. You can check us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We are there on all these platforms. We would be going more aggressively on this particular thing once we have partners onboarded. So social media would be very strong, and we have our emailer campaigns and all these things with our student base. And in the region of your region, whatever leads come to us would be passed to that particular partner only. We would be maintaining a complete lead generation or a lead tracker for every partner. So there is no conflicts. We will have this thing like by what time you have to tell us that the lead is there, and we would be passing all the leads to you.
And we have Suma ji and from Chennai asking if we have any partner in Chennai if this territory is open. And the second question from the same is can individual students of colleges can also be onboarded? Because we talked about colleges being onboarded. Is there a possibility to onboard also students independently?
Absolutely, absolutely. So to answer, Chennai, we don't have a partner right now. In fact, we have just started the franchise partnership thing. So we don't have partners. We have inquiries from multiple regions. We are yet to finalize the partners. We have just started a partner in Singapore and in Dubai right now, not in India as yet. We are forming different partners. Nepal, we have started. So these are the places we have formed partners. But in India, we are yet to start our partners. So mostly by end of September, we would be the leads what we have of the partners, we will start closing. Coming to your second question, that was exactly what I was saying, the students or the people who have passed out. To help them. So even the students, if they want to come and directly enroll for itrack or get into any of the program, because virtual classes would be happening for next 3-4 months more. So we have no problem. You can enroll direct students as well onto the thing. All the enrollments will happen on itrack. So the fee collection and everything will happen on itrack. You will have your own dashboard that how many students you have brought in, so everything is completely transparent onto the platform.
And there's a question on the competition. I'll like to maybe even understand your viewpoint on what competition today is offering. And the question here is also on government platforms which are offering certain solutions which are comparatively free. So how do we differentiate with services which are offered by the government one? And if we also have to differentiate as a service provider vis-a-vis the other competition in the market, how would one do that?
Okay, so very interesting question. First, let me answer the government part of this particular thing. See, there are two things. Government has launched something called SWAM, where they have brought courses for engineering courses, let us say, or the courses for the graduation student. There is another very interesting thing done by IITs called NTPL or something. They have recorded a lot of videos and other things. Those are all supplementary things. See, there are no platforms to make colleges. There are like multiple, not government platform, I mean to say, to make colleges online ready, online learning ready. So that is one thing. And there is, if I talk about the competition, there is no company as of my knowledge as of today, is they are offering three parts. One is the making colleges ready for online learning so that you have a regular supply. See, right now, what everybody is doing, whether you look at Simply Learn or Upgrad or Khan Academy or any of these portals, they are all going for working professionals. Or going through social media marketing or TV ads or whatever, they don't have captive client. So what we are trying to do is create a captive client base. So आज जो student मेरे first year में है, कल को वो final year में होगा और परसों वो final year pass कर लेगा. So this is a regular supply. It is not a business for 1 year or 2 years. It is a regular supply of the business which grows on its own regularly. So that is the first differentiator we have. Through the platform, we are getting into that. Second is like Upgrades or Simply Learn. We are similar to that, where we have our portal, where we are bringing courses from different partners. The differentiation is that we have courses from technology companies also. Most of these players have university degrees, diplomas, and certifications, not through the technology companies. Though they would be bringing in, like we have already brought in. So we have degrees, diplomas, and also from the universities, India and outside, and this particular thing. The third area is, which is a strong area, is the jobs, internships, and projects as well. So we give end-to-end, and not only for the students, for working professionals, we are targeting 0 to 5 years of the thing. We are not targeting people with 40 years or 50 years of age. Mainly from 20 years of age to 28 years of the age is what is the market segment, where there are more than 5 crore to 7 crore youth in our country. That is where we want to be focused, and these are the people who want to grow and they have the money to pay, or rather the parents want to pay money for 20 to 23 years, and after that person wants to grow in the career. So that's where we want to play a strong.
Is as far as the validation of these certificates go, is that a universal thing?
Yes,
because we have
these are all global certificates. Yeah. Global certificate. The good part is recently IBM has made digital badges. Though other companies are still giving the barcoded certificates after completing degree. University's degree to anyway is very verifiable. But IBM has started digital badges concept where people can go and verify the digital badge on IBM.com, IBM website. So that's why other companies will also follow the same thing. So employers can find out about that.
And I'll take one question together. It's from Malkia from Bangalore, asking if you already have partners in Bangalore, one, and second, asking is this college, is it only for college? So I think Malkia, what he's trying to understand is, what kind of colleges one can onboard, and also for the students also, because every college would have students, and you can also onboard students who are looking to join these courses independently. So one question for you, Mr. Shivam, which is, your current, I would say, presence in the city, and if there's a potential to add more.
Absolutely. Though we are headquartered in Bangalore, as our office is based in Bangalore in Koramangala, but we don't have a partner in Bangalore. And in fact, we have been not focusing Bangalore till now. Our focus has been because we have grown by word of mouth more strongly. Very frankly, we have not gone with a very strong sales or a marketing approach. Our focus was partnerships through technology, our platform, and also the content partners. Like we have gone ahead and brought all these partners. That has been our focus, and all the colleges have come through word of mouth. We have not really gone and done too much of sales or anything like that. So we would love to have a partner in Bangalore. That is, of course, there. And some people are asking about schools, though we are not present in school, but yes, definitely that is on the cards. 11th and 12th class, rather from 9th to 12th class is what we want to focus on, because these are the guys who will get into college tomorrow. So we are right now in higher education and life after education. That is where we are. So we would definitely be getting into 9th to 12th class over the period.
Okay, and I see a common question being asked from some of our prospects, which is on the time frame of the agreement or the term tenure, so to say, and what happens after that tenure is over.
Yeah. After the tenure is over, yeah, okay. So we are looking for at least 3 to 5 years of association. That is the minimum thing, which is definitely renewable. unless there is something like the divorce people wants to go for. Otherwise, there is nothing. We want to continue with our partners. We want to work together. There has to be a, as I told you earlier, we are looking at it as like a strong family to grow together.
Sure. Great, Shivamji. I see a lot of questions still coming in. Friends, we will not be able to take many questions. I will request all of you, and I do see Ajayji asking for the ROI, and we did go through that. And I can understand maybe you need a little more elaboration on the ROI and other aspects. And I will request all of you, friends, you can also do, we have a recorded webinar on the Facebook page of Franchise India branch. You can go and see the entire recording. Second, our teams at Franchise India will also reach out to everybody who has joined in or even registered. I understand some people had registered and they could not join. We'll reach out to all of you and share the complete presentation. At the same time, we have also requested Mr. Shivam for a discovery day where we will align one-to-one calls or a meeting if you're from Bangalore with him. And the date is 13th of September, which is next week. I will request all of you to start blocking your time because I see very good interest which has come in, and we would block about 30 to 45 minutes with each prospects who wants to have more information on the business opportunity. And before we close, Shivamji, I'll request if there's any last message that you want to give to everybody out here or want to summarize for the interest of all listening, both live and on the webinar.
I'm in this business out of passion, completely out of passion. The idea is how we can help the youth. That's how the whole thing started. So I invite people over here, one, to definitely impact the next generation, how we can really work, and at the same time, make money out of it. Because this is the time for higher education. This is the area where you can really impact a lot of youth, and we are not leaving them at one point. The idea is end to end. That's why it took us a long time to develop this product, the platform, that we are, as soon as you enter, you complete your education, you grow, be industry ready, and then bringing industry also. I have not touched too much on the projects, how we are helping students get international projects. Our students, you will be surprised, students in a college called Gajanan Maharaj College in Maharashtra and GLA University in Mathura, which are tier 2 universities and the colleges. There is a company from UK which has given 1 lakh rupees of project to the students. So these are the things which really excite us, that it is not just about earning money, it is about how we are impacting lives, making the careers and the future of a lot of youth. Apart from that, we all make good money and grow.
Absolutely. And EdTech is the way forward. And one question, Shivamji, which I see, and I think that is an important one, is from Mr. Shantanu Kumar. He says, if somebody enrolls for an IBM program, who's the faculty? Is the faculty which is itrack faculty trained by IBM, or it's an IBM faculty directly training?
No, it will be all our faculties certified by IBM or Hitachi or Micro Focus or whichever program. So we have a huge pool of faculties, all of not faculties, instructors, basically, which are all across India. And these are certified by these companies. And our agreement with all these companies is that we would be running the thing. And since we are running from quite some time with all these companies, and we are like with IBM, we are tier 1 partners with them, with Hitachi almost exclusive partners, and with Micro Focus again premier partners in India and outside. So we have the strength of delivering all these programs through ourselves.
And certification would also have both IBM and itrack stamp? Huh?
No. That will be their certification will be only theirs. So course content and certification would be from that company only. So IBM certification will carry only IBM. So they don't put any other name along with that. That is there. So most of our partner things, they will get the certification and content from those companies, and college will give the degrees. These companies don't give degrees.
Right.
So that's how it is. And itrack will give a separate certification of itrack.
Okay. All right. But all these specialized courses that one takes, they get the certification only from the companies.
From those companies.
They're taking these courses from. Great. So very interactive session we had, Mr. Shivam, and I thank you for being with us for It's already an hour and I do see questions still coming in. So thank you so much for being with us, and thank you all our friends who have been with us for the last 1 hour. I did see some of you even leave, and they've asked us to connect. So our teams, like I mentioned, will connect with all of you, and we'll start booking your slots for 13th of September. And Ashna, can I request you to kindly take over from here, please?
Sure. So thank you so much, Shivam sir, for all your help, support during our dry run as well as for this particular webinar. Really appreciate the efforts from your side. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for hosting the webinar, taking all our queries. Dear friends, for the registration, putting all your queries. We try to cover maximum queries, but still for unanswered question, our team will definitely come back to you. Please do reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. Also book your calendar as well as your time slot with us for 13th of September, where we are organizing face-to-face as well as one-to-one interaction with Shivam sir. Also connect with us at the different social handles. We are available at Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, as well as on Twitter. You want more guidance, more information, more input, more business opportunities, suggestions from the management team of Franchise India, it is very easy. Just connect with them at the LinkedIn platform. The IDs as well as links shared on your screen. So please do connect with Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. And today we are inviting you to join us for our Mumbai chapter under Bharat Franchise Show. This is a digital representation. This is a digital show which will start at 7 p.m. where we are again bringing top 5 business opportunities. Their founders, director, and the leadership team will come and talk about their business model. It's very easy to join us sharp 7 p.m. Just do registration either at our business hotline number, or you can go to Facebook page where we have shared the registration link. So do registration right now. And tomorrow under our 12 p.m. webinar series, we are again bringing a very low cost opportunity business for you. Imoi, it's an ice cream brand from Delhi. The team would come, founder would come and showcase his business model. So for our Bharat Franchise Show as well as 12 p.m. webinar show, please do registration. We look forward to have you in our both the digital shows. Thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a very safe day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, friends.